Do you want to get your business in front of over 100,000 viewers every month? Advertise with 321 and enjoy the best value in local advertising while supporting free community live streams. Your message will be seen across live high school sports, morning shows, and local events, connecting you directly with engaged audiences, boosting your visibility, growing your brand, and helping us keep these broadcasts accessible to everyone for free. Partner with 321 today and watch your business thrive. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Breakfast with Ben. My name is Ben Barber. I, of course, am the host of the show. Today, I am here talking with Mark Lacz from the TyMark restaurant group, and that includes Casa Della Luce, Vetrano's, Vittoria's, Paul's Pasta, anything that almost every restaurant in the world, it feels like you're coming for, all of the favorites, all the hits. What are there's a lot of them. I don't want to miss anything.
You got most of them. The Breachway, the Fisherman Restaurant,
the Fisherman at Groton Long Point.
Yeah.
That's everything, right?
Six.
And then of course also you have Vetrano's Woodfire Pizza. And
seasonally down at Gray Sale. That's right.
Seasonally down at Gray Sale. You got a truck.
We do have a pizza truck.
I mean, yeah. So a lot of stuff.
A lot happening.
You do. You always have a lot happening. How's it going, man?
Great. Yeah, it's going excellent. Thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for being here. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is your love of fishing.
Yeah, great.
Because there's a ton of stuff going on at the restaurants, but one of the things that, I think we were talking off air, your love of fishing is what got you here.
That's
to begin with.
That's right. So originally I'm from Central Connecticut. I grew up in Middlefield, a small town next to Middletown. And I eventually worked my way to Foxwoods, and I was working for David Burke at the steakhouse there. And the commute was actually closer from Rhode Island, from where I was at in Connecticut. Had an opportunity to move out here to Charlestown, essentially, and started looking into opening up a restaurant. So what brought me to Rhode Island originally was my love for the water, especially fishing. So I figured I'd move somewhere where I knew I wanted to be and just start figuring out my career from there. So it just so happened that I was building a business plan for a new restaurant concept that I was working on, and started doing some research on restaurant equipment. And there's this place in the Mill Pond Plaza that was selling quite a bit of equipment. So I stopped down there, introduced myself to the owner, and found out that he was looking to close his restaurant. It was the Burger Barn at the time. I think he was only there about 9 months. So after that, I called the landlord and learned that nobody was going in that space. Made a deal, and 3 months later, we opened up Casa Della Luce.
And that was, how long ago was that at this point? It was 2013?
June 7th of 2010.
2010?
Yeah, so
wow.
14 and a half years ago.
Man, you've been a staple in this community for so long. I literally can't remember what was there before.
Oh, thanks. There's a number of places. In fact, when I first came to town, everybody warned me of this location, how it was cursed ever since Mario's left.
Yeah.
There'd been a slew of different concepts that have come and gone. And I was only 25 at the time. You know, as we all know, Westerly is a predominantly Italian community. And me not being Italian, trying to open up an Italian restaurant in this particular demographic seemed like an uphill battle. But I took it as a challenge and something I want to do for a long time. So put a lot of hard work into it. I couldn't have done it without my younger brother, Mike. And we really made it work. And the key word that I took out of that was community. And if it wasn't for this community and all the support that they've shown us over the years, and, you know, all that we've tried to give back to it, I don't think we would have been able to be as successful as we have.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when you guys opened, just it being an instant, and maybe I'm remembering this wrong because I'm from the outside, but I remember it being an instant success. The community was just excited about it. I remember specifically, I was the theater director at Westerly High School at the time, along with Mr. DeAngelis, and all of the kids immediately were like, "Have you been to Casa?" They loved it, and they brought just families were going immediately. and you could tell that it was going to be a staple in Westerly for a long time.
Thank you. It didn't seem like that when we first opened.
I'm sure that's exactly what I was going to say. I bet it didn't seem like that, but from the outside,
maybe because I was so distracted on all the problems going on around me. You know, your first time restaurant owner, there's so many things we don't have enough time to even get into it, but so many things that come up that you have to deal with on the spot. And it was challenging, especially that first year, but we made it through.
And then, so how did you go from the one restaurant to 6?
Okay.
Now?
That's a good question. So, the short answer is we opened our aperture. There was a couple.
I love that.
Yeah, there's a couple notable events that happened. The first one was my younger brother and Mike opened up a pizzeria in Narragansett called Casa Pizza. That was our first attempt at a multi-unit, if you will. And we were excited about it. My brother Mike was at the point where he was ready to run his own store. We found the spot, but we underestimated a few things, parking being one of them. It was super seasonal. It was down towards Point Judith, not in Point Judith, but down that strand there, Scarborough Beach area. We underestimated the college students. We think, college students are going to love pizza. We're going to be so busy. And we were fairly busy. But we were also competing with Island Deli, Dunkin' Donuts, the package store. Cumberland Farms was selling pizza by the slice for 99 cents. So there's a few things that, in hindsight, we probably would have done a little differently, but it was a learning experience. So we did that for 3 years, and we decided at that point we're going to try to list it for sale, just because we were putting a lot into it. We weren't getting a lot out of it, and it was beating us up. So at that time, there was a fortuitous opportunity to purchase Vitrano's and Vittoria's. And, that business was also very highly regarded in the community, and it was a great opportunity for us. At that time, I took on another business partner, which is my best friend, Tyler Carlson, hence the TyMark restaurant group. And from there, Mike and I really just started buckling down and focusing on our business and really trying to fine tune all the details and things that make restaurants successful. And that starts with the people. And we've invested a lot of time into our staff and managers, and, super proud of them, especially when, things happen like recently. The girls at Casa helped put together a fundraiser. We brought, I think, something like 1,500 pounds of food to the Johnny Cake Center. We've done countless fundraisers. We were at the Olean Center yesterday, serving some Thanksgiving lunch to the folks over there. So it's pretty awesome to see things, continue to grow and improve on.
That is awesome.
So, and then at that point, we kind of all had our own restaurant that we were in charge of. And it was actually Chris Champagne from 84 High Street that sent me a message. She said, "Mark, there's this program going on. It's called the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program."
Oh, and I know that program very well.
Yeah, he's like, "I think you would love it." So I went up there and interviewed and joined the next cohort 5, and that was up at CCRI in 2017, 2018. And that's where that term "open your aperture" really came into effect. So it was like kind of like a business school on steroids and like a 13-week curriculum. It was a Babson College curriculum, funded by Goldman Sachs. And they had guest speakers from Texas. There was a professor from the Wharton School of Business that did a negotiations clinic. I really learned a lot in that program. And there was one week where we went up to Brown University and we did some exercises, kind of some role-playing stuff. It was almost like we were acting, but the whole goal, which I didn't realize at the time until they kind of tied it all in the end, was to open your aperture. And, so many people charge into something, with tunnel vision, and they don't see what's going on around them, or they're super focused on one thing and they don't see opportunities that are to the left and to the right of themselves. So that's when I really started thinking about our business and how we're going to start growing, because, that was the goal, was to just continue to keep evolving and, growing the restaurants. And then that's when I started talking to Craig Marr at the Breachway Grill. And Craig was the original founder of the Breachway. He opened up in 2011, and he was a good customer of mine at Casa. Yeah. And I lived right down the road from him at the Breachway. So
recently elected to the town council in Charlestown.
that's
by the
right,
way,
Councilman Craig. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Congratulations. He's a
absolutely.
great guy. Another big advocate for the community. He's like the mayor of Charlestown over there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Craig. So
well, now he's literally a councilman. So.
Yeah. So one step away, right?
Yeah.
So we started talking, and he was struggling on some things in his restaurant. He had a couple partners that were looking to get out, so we were able to come together, and we joined forces. I don't want to use the term acquired because I don't feel like we took that restaurant, but we joined Craig's team and was able to provide some hands-on help, some proven processes and procedures to ensure good quality, consistent food and service.
Yeah.
And the place has been growing since then.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've heard nothing but great things about Breachway since it became a part of TyMark.
Yeah.
And then what about the Connecticut restaurants?
So the Connecticut restaurants, so they're both in Groton. The Fisherman Restaurant, that was brought to us by a realtor friend, and the owner there was looking to sell, partner up. He didn't know what he was looking for, so we contacted him and had a great meeting. His name's John Williams, and we pitched him on the idea of Tyler and I coming down and resurrecting the Fisherman Restaurant and being his business partner down there. And it was a huge step for us. It's a 300-seat restaurant on the water. Every single seat in the restaurant has a water view, whether it's Palmer Cove or Fisher's Island Sound. I mean, you can see Fisher's Island from the bar. It's pretty incredible. So this was an awesome opportunity for us. So we gave it our all and put our heart and soul into it. And the place was closed for 5 years.
Yeah.
So essentially we resurrected the Fisherman. So that was something, again, too, that wasn't right in front of us, but we pursued it. We gave him an honest offer and proposal, and he had a lot of options, including selling and developing that property, but he picked us, and I'm really fortunate for that opportunity. And then Paul's Pasta, so Paul Fitterich and Dorothy, they had run that place for I think around 33, 34 years, and I remember when I opened up Casa, I was searching for fresh pasta, and all that came up was Paul's Pasta. So we went down there a few times to see what the competition would be like. And, Groton's a good 25 minutes away. So it wasn't direct competition, but they were definitely well-established and on the map. So they were actually looking to retire. So a mutual friend reached out to us and said, hey, they'd like to have a conversation. Would you be interested? We said, absolutely. We adored Paul's Pasta. So we met with them and were able to work out a deal where we were able to keep things going. That was very important to them. And really the deciding factor on the sale was to continue on with their legacy. And, we had no intention to change anything. It was 33 years of consistent business, great loyal following. They have a ton of interactions with their customers. And, we felt honored to get that call and to be able to carry on that tradition.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, that's sort of since Casa, which was your baby, a lot of those other restaurants have been continuing on these traditions, right?
Yeah.
Like Breachway 2011, so started after Casa, but became an immediate fixture in Charlestown.
Yep.
And really, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, one of the best restaurants within miles of that area.
Thanks.
Love it. And my mom would always go there with her best friend Donna, and every year for Christmas, Donna would grab gift cards, which we'll talk about later, because all of these restaurants, guys, if you're looking for a great gift for the holiday season,
one-stop shop. They're good at all the restaurants.
Ooh, really? So it's a TyMark gift card.
That's right.
That's good at everywhere.
Yep. Some of them have individual gift cards, the logo on there, but they're valid at all the restaurants.
All right. I think I still have some gift cards from the Breachway in my wallet.
We got to get you up there, Ben.
I know. Well, they became so
Well, there's great opportunities. We're doing a ton of stuff. We do trivia on Mondays. We do buy one get one pizza half off on Sundays and Mondays. We do thrifty Thursdays. We have a card league up there on Wednesdays. We also have a burger special on Wednesdays. So all of our burgers plus a draft beer, and we do some burger specials on Wednesdays also for $20. Taco Tuesday is another popular night. So a lot of chances to go up there and get some good food.
Ironically, I was going through when I started dating my girlfriend years ago. I was going through my wallet in front of her for some reason. Like I was just emptying out my cards and stuff, and I had these two Breachway gift certificates that Donna, my mom's friend Donna Angel, had given my mom for Christmas before she passed away. And I was like, oh, I have these gift certificates from ha 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 ha. And Jackie was like, oh, I made that logo.
No kidding.
And I was like, wait, what? And I had known that she did the B&B logo. And she had, she is a graphic designer, went to school for graphic design, graduated in Philadelphia for that. But I had no idea about the Breachway. And she's Craig's niece by marriage. So just a hilarious turnabout that I was like, I've carried these for years in my pocket.
Welcome to Rhode Island.
It was like
everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows everybody. Exactly. But so what about the catering business?
So the catering was a natural evolution from the restaurant. People came in and dined in or took out, and that usually evolves naturally unless you're getting into the catering business. So our food travels well, and you can serve it to a lot of people. And we were basically doing catering individually in all the restaurants. And it was actually my daughter's first birthday, my youngest, Vienna. And we basically cherry picked the top menu items at all the restaurants because why not?
Yeah.
And everybody was absolutely raving about the spread. I mean, I was so happy with the way things turned out, and the staff, they went above and beyond. I was like, man, this is really awesome. Why couldn't we do this more? So I had the idea of, kind of pooling our resources, because we do anyways. If we're doing a wedding, we don't have enough catering staff to handle it, but we offer it up to our employees to, get some more hours to get out of the restaurants, try something different. And we get a lot of people signing up for them, which is great. So that's how
I would sign up for that.
Yeah. That's how TyMark catering started. And now that's run through, Vitrano's. We have a young girl there, Maddie Berlin, that's doing a great job there. Catering at TyMark.com is how to get in touch with her. And, so it's really evolved.
I will say the staff at all of your restaurants are so friendly and wonderful. No matter when I go into any of them, it's just always a pleasure.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's and that sort of positive energy starts at the top. And if it's a bad vibe to work for a place, your employees aren't going to be happy.
I agree.
And they're not going to be cheerful to the customers, and they're not going to, some will, but it's got to
be organic.
It's got to be organic.
Natural.
And you've cultivated a great crew at all of these restaurants, and it's just, it's palpable. Like the joy at these places is palpable, and everybody's pleasant, and it's so wonderful. And the food is incredible at every single location.
I appreciate it.
That you have. So that's great. And also going back to the fishing, something that I hear about all the time is the catch of the day.
Yeah.
The situation. What's going on with that?
So I'm glad you brought that up, because it's a passion of mine. So like I said, I moved to Rhode Island to be closer to the water. I grew up in Connecticut fishing mostly freshwater, and then it evolved to saltwater in Long Island Sound. And then I started to get into a little offshore fishing. So I've always had a passion for it. And years ago, I was finally able to buy a boat and get out there and explore some more after jumping on friends' boats and random people's boats just to get out there. I was able to get out there myself, and I always wanted to try to pull the two together, the fishing aspect and the restaurant aspect. And it wasn't up until last year that I was able to kind of really connect all the dots. And it's a complicated process. There's a lot of steps to the process of becoming a commercial fisherman. And then there's the other side, which is the dealer side, the buying side. And you have to follow a lot of health codes and regulations. You have federal fish, you have state fish, there's commercial quotas, there's reporting. There's a lot of things that go into it. So last year was the first year we were able to kind of really get things going. Start out with one or two. And the best part about it, to be honest with you, is that often I take employees out with me. So we come back with some pretty remarkable catches, and I love just sending them back to the group and say, here's what we got coming in today. I wish I could do it more often, but it's definitely towards the bottom on the totem pole of priorities.
Yeah.
But we're working towards it. A couple notable catches. Last year we landed a giant bluefin tuna, Russ and I, from Vetrano's. 84-inch bluefin we caught one night and had it at the restaurant the next day. And I think Lisa shared it on the chamber website and got a lot of likes, a lot of interest. And, so we knew we were doing something cool. And we don't always get to go out for tuna. I'll take out my son and his buddies and we'll catch up a bunch of porgies, sea bass, some of those, less notable fish that I think are just as delicious if prepared the right way. Sea robin's a underappreciated fish. A lot of people throw them back. We've taken skate wings is another one that, really don't think of when you're, looking at a menu. But
that's who I had done a video in Mesquamaket this past summer with the owner of Weekapaug Bait and Tackle and Quani Bait and Tackle. And we did this, there was this craft beer thing in Quanakatog that they had an underutilized fish species, and it was basically everything that you were just saying. And one of the things that people mentioned to me were, by the way, all of the TyMark restaurants.
Yeah.
Like you can go,
So I think you're talking about Rhode Island Seafood.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. They're doing a good job. I think that's a federal program that they help fund, just getting the awareness out. There's so many delicious creatures swimming around or, digging in the mud right in our backyard that, we don't utilize enough. And, just getting people trying them, like sometimes, you're used to the perfect pepper in the grocery store, but the ones that taste best are the ones grown right in your backyard that don't look perfect. Same to be said with the fish.
Yeah,
freshness is key.
That's awesome. I think that's so cool, and I think that it's really awesome that your passion for that led to all of this, and now it can kind of tie back in.
Yep.
That's really awesome.
Yep. I even named my boat the Garlic Knot.
Oh,
yeah. So if you see it on the water, you could.
And by the way, you were passing out some garlic knots in the Vetrano's food truck
Columbus
for
Day
the
Parade.
Columbus Day Parade.
Yep, we're gonna be doing that again in the
reviews.
The light parade. Yeah,
all right. We'll be covering that. It's gonna go right by your head there. In the,
I know. Speaking of
Dixon
which,
Square,
this is a pretty awesome office you got here, right on the corner.
Thanks. We got to put stuff on the walls, but it's one of the best views in Westerly. It's the best non-water view in Westerly, I think.
I think so too.
So, yeah, we'll be very excited about that. We'll definitely give you a huge shout out for the.
We'll have to bring the Little League team to get some garlic knots up here on the third floor.
There we go. So what's going on? We're fastly approaching the holiday season. I know you have the gobbler right now for Thanksgiving at Casa.
Yeah, that's been a popular one. We started that at least. Our first Thanksgiving, we came up with the gobbler pizza. It just happened, we're talking about Thanksgiving and, everybody can agree the best part of Thanksgiving is the leftovers.
Absolutely.
So we're like, you know what? I bet you that would be awesome on a pizza. So I was like, I'm going to take a stab at it. So it actually happened after Thanksgiving, brought in all the leftovers, and we started playing around with it. And we all agree this is an awesome pizza. So the next year we started promoting it, and people asked what the name was. We're like, I don't know, like the Gobbler, and it really caught on. So we get people, a lot of customers looking forward to it each year. We serve for the month of October, and I'm sorry, November 1st it starts. So we got another couple days.
Yeah. And then you have event spaces at some of the restaurants.
Yeah, so we're getting into catering events. Season.
Yeah.
Holiday season is a busy time for us. We've got a couple unique spaces. One of them's the side room at Vitrano's. It's a bit of a private dining room. So if you've got a party up to 40 people, we can seat them comfortably, and you got your own private space. It's great for kids. We have packages for birthday parties, dining events. We have a full liquor license over there too, so that helps. Then we also have a space up in Charlestown on the second floor up from the breachway. We call it the Loft. So the Loft is also a private event space, full liquor license, and it's got a outdoor patio deck rather, which is pretty neat in the summertime.
That's awesome. And then what you guys are going to be participating, like we said, in the light parade on the 15th here in downtown. But you have Santa's breakfast with Santa.
Yeah, that's coming up December 8th
at Vitrano's.
We've been doing that for I think 5 or 6 years now. So we talked to the big guy. Santa Claus will be there, and it's a great event. Kids 2 and under are free. A lot of kids, we encourage them to wear the PJs so they wake up and come down to Vitrano's. We put on an awesome breakfast buffet, do some arts and crafts, some mimosas for the parents, and it's a fun time. Yeah, it's a mess to clean up afterwards, but the kids have a blast.
It sounds like a mess to clean up afterwards.
There's still a few tickets left. If you go on the Facebook page, there's a QR code. It'll send you to a link. You can get tickets. They're $20.
Nice. Yeah. That's incredibly reasonable for that. So the other thing, we had the trunk or treat that we covered.
That was awesome. Must have been 500 people there.
It was great, and you were dressed as the Grinch.
That's right. Yeah.
So which is another thing that I've said, maybe the Grinch will make an appearance with Santa.
Maybe. You never know when he's going to show up.
When are you going to be the Grinch any other time?
I believe so. Yep. Maybe during the light parade. Maybe the Grinch will drive the pizza truck or the catering van. I just agreed to be the Grinch for the United Theater. They're showing the Grinch on the big screen. And I got to double check the dates on that, but I think the 7th of December.
You're a busy man.
Busy guy. It's in the calendar. It's in the calendar.
Yeah, absolutely. And then gift cards. People can get gift cards for all of the TyMark restaurants.
Yeah.
That's great. So maybe you're, somebody who loves Casa or Vitrano's or Breachway, and you get it for that for that person, or maybe they want to go try Paul's Pasta or the Fisherman. I think that's great to be able to do that, and to be able to get it and go, look, I know you love this place and we go to this place all the time. So if you want to use it here, great. Or we can go try one of the other places.
That's right. And you can collect your loyalty points at all the places also.
You mentioned that last time we talked.
Yeah.
And I have not.
You haven't signed up yet?
I haven't signed up yet. And I think I've gotten.
It's super easy.
I think I've gone like 5 or 6 times in the last month since we talked.
And we make it real easy too. So if there's a card that you use when you go out, you can link a credit card to an account, so you don't even have to carry a loyalty card with you. It is just automatic, and it's our way to thank our loyal customers. We give 10% back to you for future purchases. So I think it's a generous loyalty program, and something that people I think need to get on.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did a big playoff game last week for Westerly High School, and after the game, I I went and grabbed takeout from Vertrano's, and I noticed on the thing, like on the actual checkout screen, the Johnny Cake Center logo popped up, and I was like, "Wait, what's this?" And they were like, "Oh, you can round up for Johnny Cake." And there was a thing next to it, and I was like, "Can you explain to me what's going on, like for this?" And then they pulled over. I can't remember his name, but they pulled over one of the Russ, yeah. And I was like, "Okay, I need to film this and put it out right now because this is great, and I love that you guys help the local community and do that stuff." And I don't know. I think that the roundup for Johnny Cake might be the can drive and stuff might be
we just
done
finished that.
This. Yeah,
we do sponsor quite a few families in town also, so that's the next fundraiser we got going on. So we try to help them out as much as we can.
But pay attention when you go to the checkout counter of these restaurants, because you guys do a lot of stuff for the community.
Yeah, thank you. I know too.
Thank you.
People going out. Everyone's got their hand out, but these are some local organizations and some local people that might be in an unfortunate situation that need help. So there's no shame in asking, and people can donate whatever they feel comfortable with, but 100% of the proceeds go to whatever we're fundraising for.
And I love the roundup program. Like it literally, like if you get something that's $34.15, you can make it so that additional 85 cents goes, and you're not going to even think about that. Right. But if everybody does that, that comes through the doors. Like it really does add up, and it's a great cause. So
thank you. Yeah. And it makes the math easier on the tip too.
It does. Well, I realized, this is so stupid. I don't need to talk about this, but I realized a long time ago, when I first was a young adult, like going out to restaurants by myself and leaving tips, it was 15 maybe. I would be like, okay, I want to calculate this so it's exactly $30. So how much tip am I leaving with this? And then I realized, too many years later, I don't know how long I did that, but it was a couple years. And then I was like, wait a second. If I just write that I'm giving them like a $10 tip, I can just add $10 to the total and it's fine. And I don't need to do math. Like I can just do that. So whatever the tip is, I'm just
that's
like,
hilarious.
All right, what is the next round number? Like people that do math for tips, I'm like, what is the next highest round number that I don't have to think about?
Yep.
That's what I'm going to give as a tip.
There you go.
So, but I realized that the total of the bill can be $35.15, and that doesn't matter. Like the tip is the tip.
Right.
So really stupid thing. I don't know why I just explained on microphone, but that's
you're trying to tell your audience you're a math guru.
I'm not a math guru. I am an imbecile who only is good at one thing, which is microphones, I guess, and cameras.
No, don't sell yourself short.
But just I love that the places that you go into, like Vetrano's has not ostensibly changed since like you guys took over a long time, what is now kind of a long time ago. Some things have changed, things have gotten better, etc. But like the food that 8 years, wow. But like it is as good and essentially the same restaurant that I loved 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And
that's
like Paul's Pasta, like you just said, like, hey, this was a great thing for 34 years. Why do we want to change it? People love it. Yeah. So like the fact that you just come in and you make things a little bit better and you make things smoother, the business side of things and the culture and all of that stuff, but you're sort of maintaining what people love about these places.
Yeah, because I mean, there's restaurants. Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's not an easy task. And, it takes a lot of, it's a big effort from the whole team.
Yeah.
But there's so many restaurants that come and go, and the good ones, usually run out of steam, if you will. So when you have a good one, you want to preserve it. And I really feel like all of our restaurants, are becoming, if not have been already, staples and, things that people look forward to. Because when we were looking to get involved with Vetrano's, Tyler's wife would venture here. I remember her telling us about it. She's like, I used to come here as a kid when I used to vacation to Misquamicut, and man, like all these memories of leaving the beach and stopping by and getting some pizza or some pasta. We want to keep those memories alive and keep, pass them down generation to generation. But the culture part is a big part of it. We take a lot of time and thought and care into our employees. We have a great benefits package. I think we compensate our employees better than most places around. And it's really about providing that environment for them to feel comfortable and to look forward to going to work, because when they do that, it shows in the surface, it shows in the food. Happy kitchen is a happy plate, and that's what we can do behind the scenes, so when a guest comes in, they get the best experience possible.
One of the things about the opening your aperture sentiment is, a lot of restaurant groups would go, well, Casa Della Luce is really working, and now we have an opportunity to purchase this thing in Charlestown or Groton. Great, let's open up another Casa Della Luce.
Yeah.
And let's take that restaurant and make it what we do at this other place that's successful. And that would limit, you wouldn't be able to have 3 restaurants in Westerly if you did that, right? All 3 of those restaurants are fantastic. They would not be sustainable if they were 3 of the exact same restaurant,
Yeah.
It's not a Dunkin' Donuts, which as we find out is not sustainable in a
McDonald's.
in a
there was 2 in the town, and then
exactly, and then it's just not sustainable. But even though they're Italian restaurants, right?
Very similar.
Essentially, they're pretty similar, but they're different enough, and they're a different feel, and people may not even know that they're owned by the same restaurant group.
Yeah, which is fine too,
But they love the restaurants for what they are, and widening that scope, widening your aperture, to be able to see that 2 Italian restaurants in the same town can work and be sister companies, but be different and
compete, but also kind of coalesce around philanthropy or breakfast with Santa.
Yep.
So we help promote one another,
of course.
But at the end of the day, we're also in competition with one another too, which makes it a little challenging. Yeah, fun. Yeah, I like that. Yep, definitely.
I mean, you're never going to be, it's a healthy competition, because you're never going to be upset that the other restaurant's doing well.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, well, we got to match it. And we got to, and that becomes a healthy competition that I think is really good. I love talking to you, Mark. I could talk to you all day. The Santa breakfast is definitely something that we want to push on December 8th. There's some tickets still available.
Yeah, thank you.
Go to Vetrano's on Facebook. We'll put a link in the description for this, and we'll tag Vetrano's on Facebook so that you guys can check that out. Check out the TyMark Vetrano's truck in the light parade on December 15th. And go check out any of their restaurants right now. You have the event spaces that you can rent out at Vetrano's and the Loft above the Breachway in Charlestown. If you're watching this and you're from Westerly or Cheraho and you haven't, Groton is not a far drive. I know a lot of people that go to Groton for dinner.
A lot of people in town work in Groton too.
Yeah, exactly. So go check out Paul's Pasta and the Fisherman. Or vice versa, if you're from Mystic Groton that are watching this, because we have a lot of viewers over there too, go check out Breachway Grill. It's literally just a drive down Route 1. And it's incredible. So thank you.
And get your catering orders in. Don't wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
All absolutely. Right. If you need a tray of food, especially the 7 fishes, nobody wants to cook seafood in their house and smell like shrimp or scallops for the rest of the week.
It smells like that for the rest of the week.
Give us a call. Yeah. We'll take care of that for you. Come pick it up. We'll make it easy for you.
That's fantastic. Mark Lacz from TyMark Restaurant Group. Thank you so much for being here. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Ben. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. I'm trying to get the mouse.
This worked out great. I got to give one more shout out if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will Agnello runs Willpower right around the corner over here. I've been working out with him for like 7 years now.
Nice.
So he's right around the corner. So it was a quick little walk over here after the gym this morning.
Oh, perfect. All right. And what is the Willpower?
Willpower. Yeah.
Okay.
I told him I'd give him a little shout out this morning.
Hey, absolutely. I love that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Brunch has arrived at Surf Cantina every Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And don't miss our weekly specials like Monday Night Industry Night, Taco Tuesday with DJ Trivia, $1 Wing Wednesdays, Reggae Thursdays, DJs every weekend at 10 p.m. and karaoke on Sundays at 8. Only at Surf Cantina, 15 Canal Street in downtown Westerly.
Hi, I'm I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Wesley office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.